Good evening, good evening. I hope you are all doing well. Welcome to our 13th, no, our 14th episode of Mental Moments. I hope that you are getting through your week okay. Um, I'm getting on for a hot minute. We're not even going to be on for a long time tonight, y'all. So hop on real quick. So tell your friends, hop on real quick. And just let's talk for a few minutes. I want to talk about rest and relaxation. So, y'all, last week was a busy week. It's been busy for past couple of months. Um, we're at work. And then, of course, trying to juggle being a single mom and getting my daughter through her last week of school was daunting. And then, of course, trying to keep up with the show. And I just decided, like at the end of last week, I said, I'm gonna lay low on this Wednesday night. So right after work, as soon as I clocked out at 7, my daughter and I we rushed over to the pool where we live, and we just relaxed at the pool and we just talked. And we had like a girl chat, and it was really relaxing and really refreshing. So how are you doing? Sometimes you try to be a rebel, right? Sometimes we try to do a lot of things at the same time. And why? Sometimes, it's something that we have to do as far as, especially for work. There are times where we have to really like put in some long hours. And of course, being a mom or being a dad, dads, we're talking to you too because you're doing a whole lot as well. You're working really hard. You're trying to provide for your family or for your children or for your, for your family. Like you may be taking care of your parents. And so sometimes we can get overwhelmed and we try to be this rebel instead of listening to our minds and listening to our hearts and realizing when we need to just take a moment. Like there are times when we just really need to take a beat and have a moment to rest and to relax. And so, what you say, what is rest? There is a difference between rest and relaxation. And so, rest is basically where you cease from a lot of movement. You just got to sit still. You just really got to sit still. And relaxation is basically is our mind's way of rejuvenating itself, and it can also assist in reducing the arousal that we experience from stress and from anxiety and from just doing a lot of things. And so tonight I implore you, I ask you, are you listening to yourself? Are you studying? Are you studying your pattern? Like the ultimate wisdom that you can gather is it basically comes from knowing your why. Like, why am I feeling this way? Um, why am I doing what it is that I'm doing? And why am I repeating some of the things that I am doing? Is it helping me? Is it not helping me? Is it causing me great stress? Is it causing me not to, when I look at myself in the mirror, I don't even recognize myself, may say to yourself, or um, are you not smiling? And I love to smile. I love to smile, and I love to make other people smile. So knowing your whys give you clarity a lot. It gives you clarity about who you are, and when you know who you are, like you are unstoppable. When you know who you are, you could become so powerful in your own strength, not to deter from anyone else's power and light. We all have our lights. We have our lights that we can just shine. So just know that your mind is a magnet. So if you think of blessings, guess what? You're going to attract blessings. And if you think of problems, guess what? You're going to attract those problems. So always cultivate good thoughts and remain positive. That's my thought tonight is to rest, relax, treasure your time and your space, treasure your temple, treasure your heart, like handle it with care and just love on you. Love on you. You're so worthy and you're so worth it. And I guarantee you that things will change. The world will open up for you, and all of the blessings that are there waiting for you to just grab a hold of will be right there. It will be right there. And I'm not just speaking to you, but I'm also speaking to myself. Sometimes we got to take a mental moment. And that is like the reason why I created mental moments is that I realized in my own life that there were times when I just needed to take a mental moment and things became overwhelming and stressful and anxiety was on 1,000. And I was like, gosh, girl, don't you want to live a long time? Don't you want to keep this young face? Don't you? Well, then you have to just take a moment. Take a mental moment. Rest when you know that you need to rest. Relax when you know you need to relax. Stop. Don't abuse yourself. Love yourself. All of you, all of your imperfections. Like it took me some time, but I just love myself and I love my imperfections, and it took some time. Not saying that I'm not working on my imperfections, and I'm not even just talking about the physical imperfections. We get hung up on the physical imperfections. We do. We do. Our bodies aren't the way we want them to be. Our figure isn't, how we want our figure to be. I get it. Just continue to work on it, but also work on your mental stability because you are worthy of all that life has to offer you, all the great things that life has to offer you. So I say tonight, I said I was only going to get on for 10 minutes, but I want you to know that you deserve, it is your birthright to live the best life that you possibly can. Smile as much as you can. Love as much as you can. And share that with those that you come into contact with. And not only will their lives be better, but so will yours. So will yours. I love all of you, and I will see you again next Wednesday night. We're going to have an awesome show next Wednesday night. So hop on next Wednesday night and share in the conversation of how we can cultivate a society where mental health is paramount. You're worth it. I love everybody, and I will see you again next Wednesday night for another great episode of Mental Moments. I love you all. See you next Wednesday.